What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Nice to meet you. If you're new, before we get into things, make sure you subscribe down below and hit the bell so you don't miss any videos I post. I am super excited about today's video. If you follow my Instagram and you watch my Instagram stories, you saw I did a mini little Instagram rant on this, and I wasn't going to post a video because I had already talked about it in my Instagram stories, but the amount of attention those stories got was insane. Like, people that don't even follow me were like sliding up and saying, oh my gosh, thank you so much for posting this. This is exactly what I needed to hear. I feel like God showed me this for a reason, da 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 da. And it was amazing. Like, that was the most full my DMs have been in a long time. So that was pretty cool, and I can see God working, and I was thanking him so much for placing it on my heart to talk about that. So we're gonna talk about it again, kind of go a little bit more in depth with it. Also, thank you to those who did reach out. I really appreciate it, because sometimes I feel like when I post those Instagram stories, I feel kind of down or upset because I'm like, okay, well, what if like people aren't even watching it? What if no one's gaining anything from it? But that just showed that when I listen to my Holy Spirit, the people that need to hear it will. So I'm thankful for all of you guys, and yeah. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about trusting in God, trusting that a person is waiting for you, and not settling for anything less than you deserve. And I'm going to be completely honest, I've settled I've settled a few times because I thought I needed a boyfriend, or I wanted a boyfriend because my friends had one. And honestly, I've only ever had one boyfriend. But today's like society, like teenagers are so weird. Like, what is talking? Why don't we just like get to know each other and then date? Why do we have to talk and act like we're dating, but we're not dating, but we're together and everyone knows we're together, and you're gonna claim me, but you can still go mess around, but I have to be loyal to you because we're talking. And I'm just tired of it. Like, if y'all cannot tell, it gets me, it irks me so much. Like, okay, but that's a whole nother video topic that I want to talk about, because I feel like it doesn't get talked about enough. But yeah, so my number one advice in this time, especially like right now, I've been single for like a hot minute, and I'm like, okay, Lord, where's my Prince Charming? Where's the person I'm gonna go on church dates with and marry? And where is it? I want to know. But when you settle, you're pulling yourself away from your relationship with God. And I know you're like, Mackenzie, you're really kidding. Like, that can't do that. But yes, it can. And I'm speaking from personal experience. When you settle with someone who is ungodly, or who claims to be godly and isn't in their Bible, isn't leading you, pushing you towards your relationship with God, or you're with someone who smokes weed or drinks or jewels or does all of this stuff that you're not supposed to do, and you're hanging around it and you're talking to someone who's doing that, you're drawing yourself away from God. And I feel like people, especially in my generation, don't look at it like that, but it's true. When you are hanging around someone who isn't pushing you towards God, they're pulling you away from God. And obviously you're gonna have friends who aren't Christian or whatever, and yes, you can hang out with them. But in a relationship, you are creating a bond, a very important bond that is not meant to be given to just anyone. When you are in a relationship with someone, you need to be fully committed to them, and that bond is so, it's not just like a normal friendship. You're literally trusting them with your heart. And it's important to not just settle for anyone, because your heart is important, and it doesn't need to go getting broken because you wanted to settle because you just wanted a boyfriend at that time, because all your friends had a boyfriend, or whatever the case may be. And I know it's so hard. Like, it's so much easier said than done to not settle, especially when like you're in a situation where like you feel like everyone has a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and it's just like, okay, but just don't settle. Just don't do it. Like, it's not worth your energy and your heart getting broken. It's not. And God has an amazing person for you. So when I prayed before this video, because I always like to pray before my videos to just like make sure whatever message I'm supposed to get across comes out. And Matthew chapter 6 verses 33 and 34 really spoke out to me. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Now, you're like, Mackenzie, how does this relate to having a boyfriend? Well, if you're worrying about having a boyfriend and you're doing everything in your power to get guys' attention and text this person and hang out with that person and do this and do that, you're taking away time with the Lord. And it says, but seek first his kingdom and his righteousness. You have to seek him in order to get what you want. Through seeking him and through learning about him and his word and really focusing on your relationship with him, he will bless you with that significant other or your one person, you know? But you have to seek him first, because if he sees that you can't have a relationship with the person and a relationship with him as well, he's not going to bless you with that relationship until you know that you fully committed yourself to him. Because even when you're in a relationship, even with any friendship, relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, your main focus has to be him. And even when you get in a relationship, y'all have to work together to make sure the relationship is about him, filled with him, and focused on him, because it is not going to go anywhere and you are both going to end up heartbroken if you don't keep God in the middle. I have seen it time and time again with my friendships, with previous boys I've talked to, ex-boyfriend. Like, I have seen it time and time again in my life and in my friend's life as well. If you aren't keeping him first in a relationship, things are going to go south. And that's why I'm saying, don't settle. Do not settle for someone who isn't ready to give their all to the Lord before they give your all to you. Also, another thing I pulled from those verses is to not worry. Don't feel like you have to have a boyfriend at the age of 16 or 17. I know some people have met the love of their life at like 25, 26, 30, 45, even 50. Like, don't think you have to find your significant other right now. Don't worry about it. It's all in God's hands, and the more you worry about it, the more stress you cause in your life for absolutely no reason at all. If you're worrying about a significant other, do you know how much stuff you're gonna miss out on? You're gonna miss out on family things. You're gonna miss out on your relationship with Jesus. You're gonna miss out hanging with your true, real friends who care about you and not just some boy who's trying to get in your pants. You're gonna miss out on so much of life. I'm sorry if this video is all over the place, but like, so many ideas are just like being popped around in my head right now, and I want to make sure I say them as soon as they come out. Another thing that just came to my head / heart was that, my ladies, let me tell you a secret. If he is meant to be in your life, he will pursue you. You won't have to try and beg him for his attention. If he is the one for you, he will pursue you, and he will be so excited to talk to you and spend time with you and get to know you as a person. If God has placed you in his life, or God has placed him in your life, and he is the one for you, then you will know he will pursue you. He will treat you with respect. He will not try to get you to do things you don't want to do. He will treat your family with respect. He will want to meet and talk to your family and get to know them as well as you. Ladies, let me tell you right now, if he does not want to get to know your family and he's avoiding them like the plague, drop him. Drop him right then and there. Drop him. Because listen, me and my family are a package. We come as one. If you hanging out with me, you most likely hanging out with my family at some points. And if that person does not want to be around your family, they're uncomfortable being around your family, and they can't act right long enough to be around your family. Well, first of all, if they ain't acting right, you shouldn't be with them anyway. But if they can't pull themselves together to meet your parents and be respectful to them, they need to be out the door. So basically, don't settle. Be with someone who respects you in your relationship with God and wants to grow with you. Make sure the person that you are devoting yourself to in a relationship has the same morals and goals as you and wants to walk down the same path you want to walk down, meaning your relationship with God and glorifying God through your relationship and listening to God. And love yourself and trust in him, and don't think that you have to have a relationship now because society thinks that 16 and 17 is the perfect years to start dating. Just do you and focus on him and his word, and that boy or girl will come to you. Don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. Don't overthink it. Don't stay up and think about it. Just live your life. And I promise you, that person that you're meant to be with will come your way. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm super excited to start posting more Christian videos on my channels in 2019. I'm super pumped. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and comment down below any video recommendations you have, because a sis wants to post, but a sis never knows what to post. So if you have any recommendations, make sure you comment them down below. If you would like to stalk any of my social media, everything is down below in the description. Make sure you hit me up. My DMs are always open 24/7 if you have prayer requests or anything along those lines. Also, if you want to shop Elevated Faith, I have my God is Greater Than the Highs and the Low rings on right now. If you want to shop with them, I have a link down below, as well as a 15% off code that will be on the screen. I love you guys so much. Thank you for making me the happiest girl on the planet and supporting me through whatever. I love you, I love you, I love you. I'll see you soon.